And we can't quite get you, so I'm not gonna bother. Alright, that might work, though. That might push it up enough to give me a kinda smooth line here. Maybe. I hope so, anyway. So we'll do that. Pause the game now for a second while I assign the fleets. Hello folks, welcome back to Stellaris. As always, of course, I am Falcon, your host. I have to send ships to all the planets that we're trying to take. And then and only then can we do overflow onto other planets. Okay, so that should get that done. We still can't go to war with you. We need 2 more years. Hopefully we will get there in the amount of time it takes us to finish this. I don't see...
Research complete.
Ooh. Okay.
System survey complete.
There's one of the armadas. There we go. There's the one that's in the best shape. You need to go up here. You can go down there, because I don't need to take Ashinar. That's not that important.
System survey complete.
This is the majority of their fleets, so we need to get you up here. Oh, unless they're leaving. Are they leaving? Why are you leaving? Nope. Well, yeah, I don't think you're leaving now. Now you guys got problems. Now you guys have problems, so I don't think you're gonna be leaving anymore. You thought you were leaving. You're not. I will win this. We'll take damage, but it's fine. It's not that big a deal. No, we just took a lot of damage, actually. We took way more damage than I was expecting, to be honest. Considering we hugely outgunned them, but... We need you down here, guys. Hurry the fuck up. We're getting tore up over here for no reason. Okay, so there'll be reinforcements for the Armada there, because the Armada's getting shredded. But that was pretty much their entire fleet, though. I mean, that was everything they owned, basically. That was pretty much everything that they owned right there. So yes, my Armada got shredded, but they lost everything they had. So yeah, sure. We lost everything that we had, but we lost a lot of ships, but they lost everything they owned. So, I mean, at the end of the day, I'll take it. So we lost 4 battleships. We lost 1, 2, 3, 4 battleships. 7. A good deal more cruisers, and then of course they lost all the hordes of corvettes and destroyers and transports and whatever the hell else they had. So sure, It hurt. That hurt a lot. That hurt a lot. Ew, you have a single Concordia left. This fleet's actually tore up enough, I think I'm going to retreat them, because I don't want them to be... You are tore up enough that I think I'm going to retreat you. And then I'll have all these guys come meet up with you, but... You have been absolutely shredded. We got absolutely shredded by in that fight. Again, you know, we got shredded, but they lost everything they had, so, you know, perspective-wise, sure, I think we're okay, but you guys are actually attacking me. That's not good. That ain't cool, bro. Alright, well, we can't allow that, so I need you to go kill them. So, oh no. Oh no! I need you to go kill those guys, because I can't allow these idiots to come in here and do this. Actually, you know what? Have you go do that. Have you go do that, and then you can merge into the Armada. Oh, you're gonna be really obnoxious and not do that for me, aren't you? Alright, fine. Whatever. Whatever. Doesn't really matter. It's fine. Okay, so that should solve all of our little problems that we have going on.
Hostile fleet engaged. Situation log updated.
The process of doing everything that we need
fleet
done.
Engaged.
Should be a relatively short order to get the stop what you were doing, because you have enemies in the system.
Hostile fleet engaged.
These dum-dums are making a poor decision. Making a poor decision to try and do whatever the hell it is they think they're doing.
Updated.
They'll very quickly learn that they shouldn't be doing whatever they think they're doing. But
situation log updated. Situation log
nevertheless,
updated.
They're trying.
Hostile fleet engaged. Station under attack.
I mean, give them credit, but give them some credit for trying, but blow them the hell up. Basically, is what my response to that's going to be.
Hostile fleet engaged.
Pretty much what my response to that's going to be is give them some credit because they deserve something, but Teach them that they shouldn't do that.
Hostile fleet engaged. Hostile fleet engaged. Situation log updated.
Oh, I would have loved you to give me another one of those, but...
Hostile fleet engaged. Hostile fleet engaged.
None of these are useful. Is there a short one? Not really. Really not a short one. Not a short enough one, anyway.
Hostile fleet engaged. Hostile fleet engaged. Situation log updated. Hostile fleet engaged.
Oops.
Hostile fleet engaged. Situation log updated. Ships upgraded.
Continue.
Situation log updated.
To build Zeus-class destroyers.
Hostile fleet engaged.
Because we need a lot of them.
Hostile fleet engaged. Situation log
We
updated.
need a lot of
Hostile
them.
fleet engaged. Situation log updated. Hostile fleet engaged.
Okay, so you are all doing your thing. You and
Situation log
Star
updated.
Armada,
Situation log updated.
Star Armada has
Situation
been
log
restored to its full
updated.
strength, even though it's still not in that good of a
Hostile
condition,
fleet
but
engaged.
compared to where it was, where it needs to be, really. But unfortunately, there's not a whole hell of a lot I can do about it. Because we simply do not have the resources to
Hostile fleet engaged. Situation log
presently
updated.
available to us
Hostile fleet engaged.
to do a whole lot with it. Whatever. Jump off a cliff, guys. Count the numbers of shits I
Situation
give. You
log
won't get very
updated.
far. Alright, so we are past where I wanted to
System
be.
survey
How
complete.
much longer do we have
Hostile
to go?
fleet engaged.
About a year. Alright, we might be able to get this done then. Okay, jump over to this real quick. Embark you
Hostile
off the
fleet
planet.
engaged. Situation log updated. Situation
Wait for
log
this to finish.
updated.
And embark you off the planet. And then give me all the things. Enforce demands. Best possible outcome. Yeah, that gave me a pretty smooth border. Could have been better, but it's
Hostile
about where
fleet
I wanted it.
engaged.
Now we just need to take Sapod, and then we're good to go. Okay, I can deal with that. I can deal with that. Sweet. Alright, let's move all of you to there.
Hostile fleet engaged. Situation log
We'll
updated.
select all of you
Hostile
and
fleet engaged.
once again send all of those guys to you.
Hostile fleet engaged.
So we can at least try and get the fleets back to where they need to be. A long ways to go for that to really be a thing, but make sure their states is maxed out.
Situation log updated.
What I'll
Situation
probably
log
do,
updated. Hostile fleet
do that
engaged.
yet.
Situation log updated.
gotta go through the planets first.
Situation log updated.
We don't have as many planets this time to contend with. Is this another
Hostile
fucking
fleet
tomb world?
engaged.
Oh no, it's a tundra world, okay. So why is there nobody here? Oh, so silly. So silly. I don't know why they keep doing this. but
situation
whatever.
Log updated. Hostile fleet engaged. Hostile fleet engaged. Construction complete.
We need to build some food
Situation
production on
log
this planet
updated.
so that at least it has something to feed people with. Again! Are you guys just, like, obsessed with your fucking robots or something? I mean, seriously.
Situation log
What the
updated.
hell, man? What are you doing? I don't get it.
Hostile fleet engaged. Situation
I
log
don't understand
updated.
why you
Hostile
are
fleet
obsessed
engaged.
with doing this.
Hostile fleet engaged. Situation log
Don't get
updated.
it. So they obviously had just taken Star Mag. Relatively recently, anyway. Certainly hadn't done much with it if they'd had it for any longer than that. Whatever. Okay, let's see. Don't need physics labs.
Hostile fleet engaged.
So we can replace that. And I actually kind of have to replace you, even though I'd rather not. So I guess I
Hostile
will
fleet engaged.
do that. Ugh, again, what the fuck, game? Really? Oops. Okay, whatever. I'm not even gonna fuck with it. I don't care.
Hostile fleet engaged.
Seriously, did you just become obsessed with just going like crazy on synthetics or
Hostile
something?
fleet engaged. Situation
You just have like a
log
synthetic
updated.
fetish? Because you sure as hell have gone crazy with building them. I mean, seriously, what the hell are you doing? I don't understand. I really don't. I don't get it. There is no comprehension to be had here. I just don't understand what you think you're doing. Like, right. I give up. I give up. I give up on even wondering what the hell the AI was doing. Because it's obvious there's no point in even bothering trying to figure it out. They just went batshit insane when it comes to building synths, apparently. That's all there is to it. Batshit insane.
Hostile
sorry,
fleet
damaged,
engaged.
so go ahead and blow it up
Situation
and
log
we'll just replace it
updated.
with one of them.
Enemy planet secured. Situation log updated.
Solves that problem immediately. This must have been their capital. Because now we can't build anything
Hostile
here.
fleet engaged. Situation log updated.
Which is unfortunate, but oh well. Well, since that was your capital, I will make it the new capital of the sector.
Hostile fleet engaged.
I have to take Shoal. If I take you... Okay, so that does work. Barely, but it works. And then I will give... Oh no, but you're way the fuck over there. Crap. Damn. Alright, this is what I can do. This is what I can do. I can give... Okay. Navgavas. This guy. I And give Ramsir to the Sugar Estates.
Situation log
you
updated.
Into this guy.
Hostile fleet engaged. Hostile fleet engaged. Situation log updated.
Which should solve the little issue that we have developed there. There you go. Put you back where you should be. You're a little bit over now because that had 2 planets
Hostile
in it.
fleet
That's
engaged.
Fine. That's fine. Oh, actually, you know what? I can now have the Celestial Throne steal a system from you. If there's any place that they can steal.
Situation
anyway.
log updated.
Like there is. Because all your planets are up there. Whatever.
Hostile fleet engaged.
He's fine. Okay. So now we have some time to kill. Unfortunately. Not that big a deal, but still annoying, nevertheless.
Situation log updated. Hostile fleet engaged. Enemy planet secured. Hostile fleet engaged.
Okay, there should be somewhere. I should have someplace another. There we go. I was gonna say somewhere there should be plenty of stuff there for that, and indeed we did have somebody. Just had to find them, which was apparently a little more difficult than I would have liked, but it's fine. He's fine. Not a big deal. Where did the research go? Oh, you're still... okay. You're still doing your thing, you're just taking your time to do it. You're just taking your merry time to do it, that's all. I actually should have... I have another explorer someplace. If he hasn't...
Enemy planet secured.
Oh no, he's still down here. Crap. Okay, well, never mind. That's that idea gone. It's K. Okay, you're still just doing your thing, I guess.
Hostile fleet engaged.
It's fine. This
Enemy planet secured. Hostile fleet engaged.
This really does piss me off. 7 years before we could do anything about it. Same with that. That pisses me off too. I really want to take those 2 territories from them, but I'm just not going to be able to because... bullshit. Just bullshit. Same with these guys, but that's far less of a annoyance. Because they actually are, you know, they're a sizable chunk. These are just individual little planets that are just really gonna piss me off, basically. Oh well. Nothing we can do about it. We're almost finished here.
Situation log updated.
Almost finished. Come on. Come on. Almost there. Alright, all these planets are still building shit, right?
Hostile fleet engaged.
Yes, but you're almost done with...
Situation log updated.
Almost done with the stuff that I want you to be building, so...
Hostile fleet engaged. Hostile fleet engaged.
Yeah, you're still doing fine.
System survey complete.
Okay,
Situation
so let's
log
see. What all can we
updated.
build here now?
Hostile fleet engaged.
So we can give you a Lytheric, and a Engos, and a...
Hostile fleet engaged.
Theron. There we go. Alright, so that turns you into a viable
Situation log
production planet.
updated.
What about you? Probably have to wait for those to come online before I can check. Probably have to wait for those to come online before I can check and see what I still need.
Hostile fleet engaged.
Which is fine. A little obnoxious, but fine. Whatever, bro.
Hostile
Holy
fleet
crap.
engaged.
What's good is the only planet that the
Situation
only
log
system we intend to
updated.
take from them, because
Situation
holy shit,
log
dude.
updated. Enemy planet secured.
50% just to take one fucking planet. Okay, well... Okay, I'm gonna tell you to do that because that will give me extra influence because we're very low now. And then we will confirm. Launch the fleets into their territory.
Hostile fleet engaged.
Probably don't need to do more than that.
Situation log updated. Enemy planet secured.
Just go teach them why that what they just did is a bad idea. Apparently you're just stupid. Okay, well, carry on then.
Hostile fleet
Actually, we need
engaged.
3 fleets
Situation
in
log
the system
updated.
because of
Hostile
the
fleet
ridiculous
engaged.
number of...
Hostile fleet engaged. Situation log updated. Hostile fleet engaged.
stuff there.
Enemy planet secured. Situation log updated.
Okay, so that's a
Hostile
sizable
fleet
battle
engaged.
that you got going on there, but that'll be a
Hostile
pretty short
fleet
battle
engaged.
though, at the end of the day. So while they do have...
Situation log
They had a fair bit of
updated.
firepower, but it was not sufficient to really be able to do much to it. So that was short-lived. I don't know what these guys think they're doing. Suiciding themselves is what they're actually doing, regardless of whatever they think they're doing.
Situation log updated. Hostile fleet engaged. Situation log updated.
Nothing
Situation
but
log
hordes and hordes
updated.
of idiots. Oh shit, I need yet another one here. There is 6 planets, not...
Enemy planet secured.
Well, there's 4 planets, rather, not
Situation
3.
log updated. Hostile fleet engaged.
It's mildly ridiculous. Where's this idiot think he's going? Intercept them. The second they get there, you should be able to be in the system. Hopefully, he'll basically appear on top of them. And you can kill them before they leave. Hopefully you can kill these guys before they escape. I don't know if you'll be able to, but... Nope.
Hostile fleet engaged.
So where are you retreating to? Oh,
Situation
right
log
there.
updated. System
That's
survey
a hell of a
complete.
retreat that you just did.
Hostile
Not
fleet
gonna lie.
engaged.
That was quite
Situation
a retreat
log
that you just
updated.
pulled off. We'll put build times. Or build costs, rather. Alright, so how are we looking on our setup for invasion? Good enough. We're almost there already. As soon as that system falls, we have achieved all that we're going to be able to achieve without continuing for like a stupid amount of time, which will just annoy the hell out of me. So
Hostile fleet engaged.
I am
Situation
not
log
going
updated.
to bother. Because I would like to take this
Hostile
planet,
fleet
but it's
engaged.
going to take way too long waiting around. I'd like to finish you off, but it's going to take way too long waiting around. And I would like to wipe you guys out. But again, way too long. Way too long. We almost might be able to take these guys out, or attack them again anyway. We certainly cannot take them out, because obviously the stupid reason that we just can't take any of their territory. We only take like tiny chunks of their
Situation
territory
log
at a time.
updated.
Which is just ridiculous. What do you want, Fuzzball? Oh,
Situation log
What?
updated.
What's your problem?
Hostile fleet engaged.
What's your
Hostile
problem?
fleet engaged.
What is wrong with my precious kitten? Hmm? What is her malfunction?
Situation log updated.
What is her malfunction? Yeah, so they're jumping in. And they're instantly regretting their lives. And I do mean instantly regretting their lives. Alright, so how much of this are we trying to do? Okay, so I can already do that. We're a little short of being able to humiliate them. Quite a bit of short of being able to do this, stop atrocities, but how much do I really care is basically going to be the question. That has to be asked. Oh, okay, so somebody's finally going to wipe out the fucking Directorate of Castor. And of course it's a conglomerate. The Directorate here was trying to get me to go to war with a conglomerate for so long. They were like, join us in a war! Join us in a war! Join us in a war! Like back when we weren't trying to fight the conglomerate yet. And now that it is finally coming to pass that they're going to war with them, I think they're going to learn that that was a poor decision on their part to try and go to war with those guys. Pretty sure you're going to very quickly discover you never should have bothered. You never should have been trying to go to war with them. Pretty sure you're about to discover that. Yeah, well, you know what? Fuck it. We already can do it, so we just humiliate and take the planet. Oh, we can't quite humiliate him. Fuck. Alright, well, never mind then. I need to have it continue a little bit longer anyway. I need it to continue a little bit longer then, so we can... We need to continue a slight bit longer so that we can, quite thoroughly wipe these guys out. Because we need to, I want to be able to do the humiliate thing, so we need to blow up some more of their shit and harass them in their back of their empire some. I'd rather not. Think I would rather not get involved in that. Although, you know what? We actually are going to go ahead and get involved in that. Why? Because I want to have like a big final knockdown, drag-out slugfest to end the campaign. So we're just going to massively overwhelm and crush these guys, basically. So we shall quite thoroughly annihilate you in a massive, massive battle to the death. Like, every fleet that I have basically is coming here, so you guys are outnumbered at the moment, but that will be a short-lived situation. Okay, so we just wiped out. Lost nothing, destroyed 2 battleships, a horde of corvettes, 1 cruiser, and 1 destroyer. And there had been another good-sized fight. Well, they lost a bunch of stuff, too. Down the Dorella system that I didn't even realize was going on. Oops. Totally just clicked the wrong button. Okay, well, this is the end of their empire. Because this is the last of their... Oh, wait, no, this was the Dorella system, so you jumped in and helped wipe out what was left of their fleet. That's what happened. Well, they're moving to engage us. To their misfortune. They're like, we must stop them! Yeah, you have no hope. You have 0 chance of doing anything, guys. You had some cool looking ships, though. I'll give you that. That is a pretty neat looking ship. And dead. And away! Massive armadas just closing in on every border. You just got launched out of the universe. End victory. Total domination has been achieved. Alright, that is it, folks. We have achieved all of my objectives. We have crushed everyone who has dared to stand before us throughout the entirety of space. only one empire even has the capability to stand up to us at this point, and they are still demonstrably have fallen far short repeatedly in battle against us, so I don't think they have any hope, like in the long term, of being able to stop me if I had decided to continue to play this. Just gonna do the final setup here on the subpad system and put it into the desired sector, and then we will call it a day. With victory having been achieved, Dominion having been acquired across all of space. We need to make sure we build this here. And you're going to go into the not Ither commonality. And boom. Alright, our borders are as secure as they're going to get. We have built up. We lost a fair number of forces in our one fight there. Out of the one armada that just got absolutely shredded. But most of those losses have already been made good, and it would be a relatively short period of time until they were fully recovered. So, with that said, victory. That's all there is to it. Victory. Sweet, sweet victory. So folks, thanks for watching. This has been Stellaris. I have been Falcon, your host. Like and subscribe if you enjoy my stuff, because it does help me out a lot. If you have any suggestions on games that you would like me to play, things that you would like to see, be it, mods for this, or for anything for that matter, any particular games that you'd want, whatever, really. Doesn't really matter. Anything that you would like, please let me know. And there's a good chance you'll see it. If I get some recommendations on things, there's a good chance I will go ahead and do them. Yeah, our massive empire. We control, I don't know, what, 70, 80% of the galaxy now? Like, if we wiped them out, we would just have complete, they just have a little pie left. And the majority of that is the conglomerate. And the Mathan Imperium, they do have quite a bit left. But yeah, pretty much just the conglomerate, really, at this point. Nobody else has anything really to speak of at this stage. They have just lost everything that they had. And we have pretty much wiped out everyone. It is quite obviously only a mere matter of time until I could easily wipe the floor with everyone else. So there's no point in me trying to let's extend the series another episode or two and I'll try to take out more territory. Nah, fuck that. There's no point. So, this is it, folks. I have greatly enjoyed this game. I think it does need some work. They are releasing more updates and stuff for it. I am not entirely convinced that the updates and stuff that they're releasing are necessarily the changes that it needs. But at the same time, I'm not, convinced that they're not. So, it's kind of hit and miss as far as that goes. I think they're making some good changes. I look forward to them releasing expansions for this, and once they do that, you can guarantee I'll play it again. Once there's some actual expansions and stuff out, new content. Official content. I probably won't play the game again until that happens, and I probably won't even play it when there's just one expansion out. I will probably wait until there's like 2 or 3 that have been released. But I will definitely do it when there's more content to the game to explore and discover. But in the meantime, this has been Stellaris, and I have been Falcon, your host. I will, of course, see you in the next episode of whatever the hell series you decide you want to watch. And once again, please do give me your recommendations. Any games that you think you would really like to see, anything in particular that you think would be a really good series, or whatever. I eagerly anticipate some recommendations and things. You know, it's funny, because the Conglomerate used to have all of this. This was all... They pushed all the way down here. Like, this was the border with them at the one point. And now we've just driven them back so far. And like I said, I could easily continue to push this back. But we have a pretty good solid border here. It's not like all fucked up, other than, you know, these little spots, pockets that would be difficult to deal with back amongst our back line. And again, a pretty good solid line here. I'm pretty happy with how the border ended up working out. So I'm pretty good with it. I like how our border actually now extends around the sun, or the center of the galaxy, or whatever that is. So it actually, we have border with these, you know, all the way around now. Kind of like how that ended up setting up. So, just makes it very clear that we control the entire galaxy, basically. And while there's some, you know, there's territory that we don't actually fully control, it's quite obvious there's no hope in hell of anybody being able to beat us. We have achieved an absolutely crushing, dominating victory. So yes, there is a good chance I definitely will play this when there's some expansions out. There's a good chance I will try to use, assuming the mods get updated for said expansions in a reasonable amount of time, there is a good chance that I will try to use a mod that gives me like a ring world or whatever as a start, just because I think that would be a cool little setup, basically, to do that. Do it that way, and just try to take advantage of that. Wow. There's a lot of support for them. Really? You're actually growing? Huh. Alright. Interesting. First time I've seen one of those in a while. Oh, you're actually... Oh no, you're at return. Okay. As are you. So that makes more sense, but... yeah, I think the faction system needs some more work. I think that it needs to be expanded, basically. I think they really need to remove the influence penalty for defensive pacts, because that makes it so you don't want to do a defensive pact. Like, you don't want at all to do a defensive pact, and that should not be the case. So I really, really dislike that. Either that, or they need to make it so that having vassals does not cause you to have a defensive pact with them. Because that wasn't originally the case. It was only with the one patch that changed that. And once they changed that, well, it really screwed me over with my influence production. Because I should be getting, what, another almost 3? Once it all actually, like, equates out. So instead of 6, I should be getting plus 9. Pretty close. Every month instead of plus 6, which would make my influence problems a good deal less significant. I think they might need to reduce the cost of the influence cost for those buildings that use influence, and also probably really need to decrease the not so much the Empire-wide ones, because these are fine. Having a monthly influence cost, I'm okay with that. But they really need to reduce the cost of the edicts on planets. Because as it is, they're so expensive that, 105 influence, that's just stupid. Absolutely stupid. Like, it completely eliminates the ability to even do them. Like, it doesn't even make it doesn't eliminate their usefulness, but it eliminates the ability to do them at all. Especially when you have a large empire. But even when you have a small one, you don't get as much influence. Without all the research and stuff that gives you influence. So you either need to be able to make a lot more influence than you do, like a lot more, or like the whole influence thing, everything about it needs to be changed. Really, you need to get more of it. Stuff needs to cost less. They need to remove the stupid penalty from defensive packs. They need to give you a good deal more ways to make it. There's a whole slew of things that need to be changed with influence. It is the single biggest limiting factor as far as resources and stuff go in this game, and it shouldn't be. Not to the degree that it is, anyway. My engineering research has actually got past my physics, which is actually kind of impressive. But so yeah, I think they also need to. I do like that they changed this from directly controlled planets to directly controlled systems, but it also needs to be more ways to get more of those, because you end up with this shit, and you can only control a tiny handful of planets out of all this. Directly control out of all of this. It's kind of ridiculous. I do like the fact. I actually kind of like the whole sector thing. I think that is a good idea, but that needs some improvements too. Like, the sector AI is kind of stupid. They have improved that, so it is better than it was. I'll give them that. It's quite a bit better, in fact, than it was. So it helps, but I don't know. It just needs a lot of work. But it's a good game, though. I really enjoy it. So let's make our final save here. Imperium victory. And save. Alright, folks, that's it. Almost
System
2-hour episode.
complete.
I might split them up into 2 parts and just release them on the same day, but I don't know. Either way, I will see you next time. Take it easy, and thank you for watching. Bye-bye.